Hello there. How are you today? It's Terry from terryandleetraining.com, and today I am going to be discussing essentially tracking your conversions and your analytics in today's Terry's Tech Tip Tuesday. Now, I decided to make things a little bit more complicated for myself, but hopefully a better experience for you. I am streaming from my phone, and I'm going to share my desktop here in a moment. So if you see me looking from side to side, I'm not ignoring you. My phone is right in front of me, and my desktop is slightly to the side. And so I'm monitoring that as well as any chat comments. So I'm going to actually type in the chat, and anybody can let me know that they're there if they have any questions, and I'll see what's going on. So before I share my desktop, if you are running, whether it's Kajabi or anything, one of the things that you're going to want to look at are your analytics and or conversions. Now, those are like geeky terms, but essentially, are you making a sale, or are you building your list, and is what your flow or funnel, as they like to call it, working? And so I signed up for a package, which I'll show you for free some time ago, to help me find out what's actually working on my site and maybe what's not working. And it's not necessarily the mechanics, but it's the copy maybe. Maybe it's I need a video versus some text. And it just helps to see where people are going on your site or not going, that can make the difference. And so that's outside of whether you're doing a webinar or Facebook ads or what have you. And although you can use those things, you want to know what's working, because if something's not working and you're putting all this energy and time into it, you're kind of wasting your time, or there's something about it that's not working. Again, like I said, the copy, or maybe the colors are off, or maybe it's too busy. There's so many things that can affect what's working and not working on our site. So let me switch over here to my desktop. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me move my camera ever so slightly so I'm kind of in the middle and you can still see me. So this is my Kajabi test site. And it's, if you're using this, you're familiar with it. If not, don't worry about it. What I'm going to show you applies whether you're using Kajabi, WordPress, or something else. So in Kajabi, one of the things that they have are pipelines. Now, this is just what I like to use. It's essentially the flow or the process or the steps for whatever you're doing. So there might be some webinar steps. Somebody opts in, they register, you send them a bunch of emails, and they show up for the event, and maybe there's some follow-up emails. And so that becomes the pipeline per se. So in all the pipelines, you can see at the top, let me zoom in a little bit here. Make it a little bigger. You can see how many people have visited this particular pipeline. Now, this is just my test, so it's really just all me. And if I click on it and go through, up in the top right corner, when you click View Stats, it'll tell me how many people made it to the page, how many people confirmed, and again, this is me testing, how many people, if there were a sales page in here, and what was the conversion and percentage, which is really helpful. But what it doesn't tell me is how did they get to this? It doesn't show me, was it via Facebook ad per se? It doesn't show me, did they get to this from my website or a blog post or something. So it doesn't connect the dots so that I can see from a bird's eye view what's actually working and what's not. So, what am I talking about? Well, I use an application called Funnelytics, and you can get it for free. And in fact, I am going to put a link in the chat and I will post it afterwards. If you're interested in it, you can try it out. Get Funnelytics for free. And what it allows you to do is create your funnel or your process or your steps. Now, this is one that is from Digital Marketer. So now I have the pro version of this, and I can't remember how many funnels you get with the free version, but you can definitely create and follow your site. So these are a couple that I was just looking at just to see what other businesses that are very successful use. So if I click on one of these, it's a lead magnet that ends up at a thank you page, and they're talking about, oh, it gets delivered, and then there's some emails and documents and what have you. Now, I'm actually going to show you mine live, good, bad, or indifferent, because it has helped me to see what's working and not working and where I need to make some changes. Now, I'm going to go out really quick and I'm going to show you how you can create a blank one. So let's say, and I'm just going to say this is just for demo purposes. I'm going to click a page. And let's say this is my main menu page. So I might have generic. And then I'm going to hit the plus, this little gear down here. And I would put in my website. So if I put, and then I like to generate the thumbnails, so I know it's the actual page, and then I would click like home page, right? And then from there, maybe I go to my an about page. Actually, let's make it a sales page. It's not really a sales page. Let's just pick generic. And I'm going to say this is my services page where people can hire me for different services. So you're starting to connect the dots. And then this leads to this. Well, once everything is set up, and there's a code that has to be, or a script that has to be added to the pages, which is beyond just the demo that I'm giving here. But once you have saved it, actually, this is in my uncategorized one. Maybe because it's uncategorized, I can't do the analytics. Of course not. That would be too much like right per my demo. So let me go to the real thing. But essentially what you would have is you would build out your site and what pages and things happen. So I'm actually going to go out. I'm going to leave this. And I'll go to my project. And I have a few in here. So if I pick on, I don't even think this one has anything in it, but it's just got two things. If I wanted to track an opt-in for a lead magnet, once I've added in my pages, just like I had the URLs, I can click Analyze, and I can see that 7 people came to it up here, but no one is opting in. So there's something definitely not working, and it's probably my copy. And actually, I had a different focus, and so this is no longer applicable. In fact, you can't even find this on my site right now. But what's interesting, let me go back one, is I started laying out my entire site. And it looks a little crazy, but it really isn't. So let me zoom in so you can actually so you can see it and not go blind. But here's my home page, and here are basically my menu items. Whoops, went out a little too far. Went to the home page, my about page, my tools and services, my work with Terry, and then I wanted to start tracking certain blog articles that actually have a lead magnet, and that would be like an opt-in. I want to see if any people are from the blog article, one, getting to it, as well as opting in or following through. Now let me zoom out just a wee bit. Try to move this over a little bit. But it's the services to see where people, maybe they want to purchase different bundles or hire me hourly or what have you. So if I click on Analyze now, you'll see that these numbers appear. Now, it's only for May 21st, so nothing's happened today. But if I change my date, let's say I change the beginning date to April 1st, hit apply. Come on. And then take this. Let's say to today's date, 21st, and then hit apply. Up here in this right corner, it goes and updates. And now we actually have some numbers that mean something. Now, I can see that there's a decent amount of people, it's small traffic right now, coming to the home page, and then, but people are getting to the work with Terry page, and then they're coming to the services page. Now you look at these numbers and you're like, what in the world? How do you even figure this out? Well, this means that either 0 people are coming to it from within, but maybe they're getting to the page directly. So this 7 means that there's other sources besides just coming from my home page. And then, but for those that are coming here, as you can see, there's 7 and then 6. 6 of those 7 are checking out my services pages. Now, I just had got these things working, so it's not really accurate, the percentage that has hired me. But there were some challenges because, at least in Kajabi, if you haven't looked at this closely, you can't add code directly to a checkout page. You actually have to get your offer, and then you would add that in here. So over here, it's all the way down to my offer, but you have to add the checkout to it. And then there's some code you have to add into your Kajabi site, or there's a place in one of the settings. Now, if you were using WordPress, you would probably add this to either the footer or your code that they give you. And so if I go out here, of course it's, I'm clicking in the wrong place, and so it doesn't want to bring up what I want. No, that's the notes. Here we go. There's a tracking code scripts, kind of like adding Google Linux or Google Analytics, or same place you would put that, you would also put this code. And it helps you to see where people are going through your site to see what's converting. And then what you do per, let's say, your page, in the setting, you can say, hey, this is a goal, meaning, let's say if I pick this one, meaning somebody has reached a point that either they're a lead or they're some kind of rate. So I haven't put in all the information in here, but I put in a rate, and then I've put them in as a lead. And how that shows up is every time that somebody makes it through, it will increase the tick mark for leads as well as sales. And then, excuse me, it will increase your dollar amount by what you've put in there. So I know it sounds a little geeky, but this tool for free is very, very, I believe, very helpful to know the flow, or to track the flow of where your audience is coming into your site, as well as where they're going, and maybe if something is converting, do you just leave it alone? Or if it's not converting and you need it to convert, that maybe you need to tweak just one thing and then let it sit for like a week and see what works. So like I know on my services page, I'm going to add or change, I'm going to put in a video that gives a little bit more explanation of my services versus just text, because I'm getting high traffic going there, but for some reason, and granted, it's not converting high, and I know my rates are good, and I know I do good work. So it's obviously something in my copy and my conveying it just in text. And so when I speak to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, great! They want to hire me." So that's something that maybe in your business you want to see where people are going and kind of how it works. So as I said, I will add the link in the post about in the lives on how you can get your free copy of Funnelytics and start mapping out your business flow, your funnels, processes, steps, whatever you want to call it, that makes it sound easy for you, but it's all the same to really know what's working in your business and not work, or what's working in your business and what's not working in your business. So Anyway, that is probably it for Terry's technical tip, Tech Tip Tuesday. Why did I name it that? Oh my goodness. So that it would be helpful for you in your business. I really think this is a valuable tool. Oh, one last thing before I forget. As we're talking about funnels and flow and mapping things, just a little hint. I'm going to be putting together a challenge, which I'm going to announce probably by the end of the week, where or early next week, a challenge about getting your Kajabi sales funnel up, and explaining pipelines in Kajabi. That's that geeky term, but it's really the process. You know, what's your flow, and how do you maximize Kajabi to make it easy and effective and work for you so you can grow your business. So stay tuned and look for more information about the challenge that's coming up. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and let me know if you have any more questions about Funnelytics. And I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.